Hi, I'm Don, and this is The Hobbyist Geek. Welcome back, y'all. Today we are starting a new Middle Earth series, Dinosaurs. This looks cool. We're going to kick things off with the Triceratops. There are a few others, but I can't wait to see how this series turns out. Let's take a look at the packaging and see what comes inside. And here is the packaging for the Triceratops, the Middle Earth Triceratops. And look at that product image. That thing looks absolutely incredible, to be honest. I'm kind of curious as to how much Photoshop they did, because that looks amazing. There's like no seams anywhere that I can see, and the only tabs I can see are here on the horns. So this thing's got to have some Photoshop to it. I just don't see any other way they can get it this perfect. But I can't wait. We'll find out, I guess. This is a 6 out of 10, 71 pieces. Shouldn't be too bad. Ooh. I didn't know they had a great white shark. I might have to see about picking that up too. And the T-Rex will be coming soon. All right, let's get this thing open. And here is what comes inside. All right, well, we can see how big the base is, so you can get an idea of the model. It's not going to be very big, is it? Can already see we've got a couple of very small pieces here, so could be a little finicky in areas. We'll see how that plays out. This kind of surprises me. I'm guessing this is part of the body, and having looked at the body on the product image, I didn't see a lot in the way of seams. So we'll see how well all of this goes together, but that kind of surprises me. I would have thought it would have been one big sheet you just kind of roll, but I guess we will find out. The paint job on this, I mean, looks great. I mean, look at all the detail, the scaling around it. It almost feels like there's a little bit of a tactile thing to it too. You can almost feel the ridges in the skin there. So that's also really, really cool. All right. Doesn't look too bad though, aside from a couple of small pieces over here. And there are 2 sets of instructions. So I'm assuming this is going to be just like any other Middle Earth piece. Yep, pretty much the same all around. So I don't anticipate too many problems here. Let's get some pieces out and get started. And here it is, the Metal Earth Triceratops, fully assembled and looking absolutely spectacular, actually. This thing is pretty freaking incredible. I really enjoy it. It's not a 6 as far as difficulty is concerned. Maybe a 7, at least in certain parts. The construction, the most difficult parts anyway, were the nose cone and the legs, particularly the front legs. The part that made me the most nervous was actually getting the two halves of the body together, but that actually went together pretty easily. Getting these feet to get into the base was also an absolute nightmare. That's primarily because the base has that ground pattern on it, and it just kind of made a camouflage for the slots. You can't really see them, which made it really difficult. Let's get this guy in here. All right. So the crest actually is painted on both sides, so that's actually awesome. There's no unpainted areas in the display for this piece, which is great. That is absolutely great. The mouth does have that little piece of metal in there so that it is solid as well, so there's no gaping hole, which is also awesome. Now, getting that little mouthpiece in there was a bit of a pain, and in my case it actually did snap. The good news is no super glue or anything, because it snapped right in the middle, and I was able to just bend it to shape, and everything else held it in place, so we're good there. You can see there's some gapping on the legs. That's where that difficulty comes in. Okay, it was really, really hard, at least for me, to get that done well. But you know, it's a relatively small piece. I mean, you can see size next to my hands. On the tail, believe it or not, these two tabs right here are not in the slots. No matter what I did, I could not get them to go in. I don't know if it was paint or angle or just my skill, but whatever the case, they would not go into those slots. So nothing I could do about that. But the rest of it went together well. And you can see, I mean, this looks like a nice, solid piece. I mean, all the paneling here is nearly impossible to see along the body. So that is great. And it feels really solid and sturdy. I'm not afraid of it deforming with the slightest touch like some pieces. But yeah, I mean, that thing came out well. As for size, I don't really have anything good to compare it with size-wise. So there's the Metal Earth Wolverine and the Moo model IDW Drift to give you an idea of how big he is. So he's a pretty small guy, but fun, really fun. Anyway, that's about all I've got for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.